Disney has revealed all of the new character outfits for its new private destination in the Bahamas. One man is facing up to 12 years in prison in the Turks and Caicos for a small mistake. And well, one Carnival guest tried to bring on a portable washing machine. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's jump right in. Hey, what's going on, Adventure Fam? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a blessed week. It is Friday. And we've got some news to bring to you. It's beautiful outside, and we just realized that Adeline has a half day, so we got to go and pick her up in a few hours. So we got to be on point with our day today, but it's Friday. But before we jump into the news stories of the day, because we have 3 of them to cover, if you're not part of the Adventure Fam, you know the deal. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We want everybody to be a part of the Adventure Fam. If you love the news and you love getting hyped up throughout your week with some information, go ahead and subscribe. Drop a like for this video for the information, and turn on those notification bells so you know when we post. And without further ado, let's jump right into story number 1. And that has to do with Disney has revealed all of its character outfits for its new private destination in the Bahamas, set to open this summer. Now, this new destination is Disney's Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. And well, all of the outfits were inspired by the colorful festival, the Junkanoo Festival in the Bahamas. And we're going to jump right into some of the details and show you some of those outfits and get your opinions on those. Now, all of the characters at Disney's second private island destination, which is Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, well, they're all going to be outfitted in colorful Bahamian style. And those are going to be designed by none other than notable Bahamian fashion designer Theodore Elliott. Now, these new outfits are drawing heavy inspiration from the lively Junkanoo Festival, which is a vibrant and colorful festival celebrated in the Bahamas between December 26th and New Year's Day. And what that means is that Mickey and Minnie Mouse and all of their friends will be awash in color. Each of the 8 new looks created for Donald and Daisy Duck, Goofy, Chip and Dale, Pluto, and Mickey and Minnie Mouse, they're all crafted with traditional Junkanoo motifs in mind. They're going to incorporate vivid designs and intricate details like the fringe seen on Goofy's vest and the raffia pom-poms that adorn the dresses. Now, as we've reported before, Disney with this new private island destination, they are going all out when it comes to the Bahamian theme. They wanted to really be inspired by the Bahamas and the Bahamian culture. Everything from the buildings to the outfits that the characters are going to be wearing. Everything in between is all going to be drawn from that Bahamian culture to try to immerse passengers and guests into that culture while they are on board Lighthouse Point. Now, as far as those that want to visit Lighthouse Point, the official inaugural sailing is going to be June 8th of this year. And so we've only got a couple more months to wait before people are able to experience this Bahamian culture and this new private island destination. So being an adventure channel and not just cruising, we want to bring you travel news and adventure news from around the world. And so story number 2 is straight out of the Turks and Caicos. Now, Turks and Caicos is a beautiful country, and an Oklahoma man is now facing up to 12 years in prison there for having 4 rounds of ammunition in his duffel bag. So Ryan and Valerie Watson, 2 young parents from Oklahoma, they were in Turks and Caicos, a beautiful destination for a friend's 40th birthday party. After the birthday party, they were going to fly back home. They were at the Turks and Caicos airport when 4 rounds of ammunition were found in Ryan's duffel bag. Now, there was no firearms or anything of that sort, just 4 rounds of ammunition from a previous hunting trip back home in Oklahoma. And well, that's against the law in the Turks and Caicos. And so no matter how many rounds or no matter how little of rounds you have, it is against the law. He was immediately questioned and arrested and had to go before the judge, where the judge did grant him $15,000 bail. Now, there are certain conditions in which Ryan has to abide by, which means he cannot leave the island, has to surrender his passport, has to report to the police station every Tuesday and Thursday, I believe, to check in until his next court date, which is coming up. Now, this seems like a pretty harsh penalty, 4 rounds of ammunition, and no, it's not, he wasn't carrying a weapon or anything, he just had rounds of ammunition buried in his duffel bag, which, by the way, got past TSA where he lives all the way to Turks and Caicos, and it happened to be the Turks and Caicos officials that found it. But he's facing up to 12 years in prison and risking losing everything, his job and, of course, his family life if this were to be carried through and he was to be convicted. So who knows what's going to happen with this case, but it's just a warning. There are travel warnings going to the Turks and Caicos, and they clearly spell out, if you have any of these things, things, it is completely against the law. And so just make sure wherever you're traveling that you're reading up on the laws, double checking and triple checking your bags. You see this all the time. Somebody forgets a pocket knife, ammunition, whatever it may be, even weapons. And so just make sure you're doubling, triple checking your bags to make sure you don't have anything illegal. The last thing you want to do is be in a situation like Ryan and his wife where you, unbeknownst to you, you've got a couple of rounds of ammunition or something that's illegal that you didn't really know was still in your bag, and now you're dealing with this ordeal. So just make sure you're double and triple checking the laws and double and triple checking your bags to make sure you don't end up in a situation like Ryan. So let's hope he can get out of this situation, and they can chalk it up to an innocent mistake and not something that was trying to be deliberate or harmful, and he can get back to his kids and his family up in Oklahoma and get back to his life. All right, so story number 3 comes out of Carnival Cruise Lines, and look, we've seen passengers try to bring on all sorts of things. There's a packing list of do's and don'ts. And well, this passenger, it wasn't on the list of don'ts, so I can understand kind of where they were coming from, but they tried to bring on a portable washing machine. It's a small device you can see here. It's not very big, plugs into a regular outlet that the cruise line actually has in their cabins. So naturally speaking, it's not on the prohibited list. It plugs directly into the outlet. And so the passenger thought it would be okay to bring a portable washing machine on board. It connects directly up to any sink. So at first sight, it doesn't appear that there is anything wrong with it. However, Carnival did go ahead and confiscate that. They take you to this quote-unquote naughty room to have a conversation with you and confiscate it. Now, anything that is confiscated can always be picked up after your cruise. They'll have it all laid out on the table. You'll usually see a, plethora of things on that table as you're disembarking the ship when you get back to your port, and you can pick it up there. But John Heald went and said, look, it's, even though it wasn't clearly laid out, it was a prohibited item. And so now moving forward, they actually are going to add these to their list of prohibited items. So I don't know what your thoughts on this. I mean, it was a small, it was a small machine, connects directly up to your sink in your bathroom, which you would normally use anyway, and it plugs directly into an outlet. Just like you would plug in your laptop or anything like that. So I'm not exactly sure kind of what the line of delineation is between safety and not. Obviously, steamers and things like that are prohibited, I think, for fire hazards. I don't know if something like this presents a fire hazard or not. Let me know down below if you've got any more information on this. But what's the craziest thing you've seen somebody try to bring on, or you've heard somebody try to bring on a cruise ship? Let me know down below. But yeah, I wanted to bring you those 3 stories just for your Friday. I hope you had your Friday fix. Hope you're going to have a great weekend. And look, if you're not subscribed again, I'm going to beg you again, become part of the Adventure Fam. We would love for you to be a part of it, and drop a like for the video. It helps our channel out a lot, and we really appreciate it. And still training for that Ironman, so stay tuned. And we love you guys. Thanks for the support, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.